The body, the mind, the soul. When they work together in perfect harmony, true fulfillment dawns on mankind. Since ancient times, the most acclaimed way of uniting these three levels of existence has been yoga, the oldest physical and metaphysical system in the world. Acknowledged today as perhaps the most effective exercise form of them all. Highly popular in modern times, yoga benefits people of all ages by keeping the body fighting fit, by refining the powers of the mind, by unlocking the mysteries of the soul. What does yoga mean? What does it hold in store for you? What makes it so special, so different, so unique? Allow us to introduce you to this incredible experience. The Yoga Experience. Derived from the Sanskrit word yug, meaning to join, to unite, to combine, or to integrate, yoga rejuvenates the body, the mind, and the soul through an effective series of mental and physical exercises. Depending on the type of activity involved, yoga can be classified as Gnana Yoga, the path of spiritual knowledge, Bhakti Yoga, the path of devotion, Karma Yoga, the course of selfless action, Mantra Yoga, the repetition of mantras or verses, Yantra Yoga, audiovisual meditation, Tantra Yoga, the harnessing of sexual energy, and Hatha Yoga, the practice of asanas or postures. While all these are of immense value, the most widely practiced is Hatha Yoga in all its varied aspects. An important part of Hatha Yoga is the Surya Namaskar. Yoga's salute to our numerous body systems. The nervous system to the digestive system, the endocrine system to the reproductive system. Yoga is relaxing rather than strenuous. Refreshing rather than fatiguing. These asanas are not mere movements, but postures to be held. Postures that help bodily systems stay in great shape. Asanas require no special clothing or equipment. And can be performed by anyone, men and women, irrespective of their age. The constant practice of asanas disciplines the body and helps in the maintenance of a steady posture essential for pranayama. The yogic science of breath control, pranayama is the very foundation of yoga. A mastery of its breathing techniques can help anyone make an intimate contact with prana, the cosmic life force. As yogis or the followers of yoga say, breath is life. Without air, survival of human beings can be measured in seconds. Bearing this in mind, let us examine the body system that controls breath, the respiratory system. A natural process of continuously supplying oxygen to the body, respiration eliminates carbon dioxide. As a rule, children breathe more effectively than adults like us. And we have to actually relearn correct breathing. To inhale and exhale correctly for the maintenance of good health. Besides the normally accepted stages of breathing, namely inhalation and exhalation, pranayama identifies two others. A pause or antarakumbhak that follows the process of inhalation or purak, and a pause that follows exhalation or rechak that is called bhayakumbhak. This fourfold breathing process increases oxygen consumption immensely. While the average person inhales only 500 cubic centimeters of air, the trained yogi draws in 4,000 cubic centimeters, 8 times the normal amount. To ensure that no internal organ is cramped, pranayama adopts a unique sitting posture that is totally erect. regular practice of pranayam can generate natural body heat in winter and can cool the body in summer. Pranayam also helps counteract the effects of environmental pollution and helps you fight restlessness and tension more effectively than smoking, which is so injurious to your health. Two other major yogic disciplines are mudras and bandhs. Bandhs or restraints and mudras or special techniques for locking the breath, prana or life force within a body. Among the bandhs there's Jaladhar bandh, utilized after full inhalation, Udyan bandh, utilized after full exhalation, and Mula bandh for the improvement of sexual health. In combination, these three bandhs form Tribandh for explosive effects. Because of their capacity for awakening psychic powers and for harnessing sexual energy, bandhs are seldom taught, but remain a closely guarded secret. Mudras, on the other hand, are seals that lock consciousness. A series of remote control techniques, these too remain closely guarded secrets with the yogis who live in the Himalayas. What they achieve is the tapping of universal energy through the concentration of the 5 elements of energy: fire, earth, air, ether, and water in each fingertip. vast spectrum of yogic techniques in combination leads to Kundalini, another dimension of yoga. Latent energy coiled at the base of the spine, Kundalini is awakened along psychic centers called chakras, arising all the way from the base of the spine to the brain. Symbolized by lotuses with varying numbers of petals, ranging from as few as 4 petals to as many as 1,000, chakras represent between them one or the other of the many universal elements. Muladhara chakra with 4 petals, yellow in color and with earth as the element. Swadhisthana chakra, 6 petals, white and element water. Manipur chakra, numbering 10 petals, red, the element being fire. Anahat chakra, 12 petals which are red, having the element air. Vishuddha chakra, totaling 16 petals, blue, and ether the element in this case. Agna chakra, which has 2 silver petals, signifying divine light. And Sahasrara chakra. This has 1,000 petals of gold, symbolizing Nirvana. Tantra Yoga, or the building up of sexual energy, reveals spirituality and sex as different expressions of the same life force. Psychic energy moving upwards from the lowest level achieves a state of mystical religious bliss, akin to orgasmal ecstasy. Long before Sigmund Freud, yoga unveiled the power of sex in human life as basic an instinct for human beings and animals as food, sleep, and survival. According to yoga, the human mind is the most important of the sexual organs. And common sexual disorders such as premature ejaculation and non-achievement of orgasm are often caused by psychological disturbances, directly resulting from worrying and hurrying in the course of daily life. It is mental problems that lead to sexual ones. And yoga teaches us that just a little twisting of the body can completely untwist the mind. Today, yoga is perhaps the only philosophy that discusses sex openly and frankly, interpreting sexual intercourse as a sacred rite that reflects the spirit of worship. Yogic asanas or postures aim at promoting, besides good physical and mental health, sexual fitness as well. Yogic postures also help prolong sexual union by stressing the quality of the intercourse rather than the frequency. The explosive climax of a sexual union is enhanced by yoga to give post-coital tranquility an element of the divine. Coming to a more down-to-earth plane, how else does yoga help us? The ways are many, and all lead to a distinct improvement in the quality of our life. In these tension-filled times where stress is unavoidable, 90% of the existing diseases are stress-induced, caused by negative thoughts, emotions, and external conditions. Again, our faulty diets and fast foods increase stress, and people try to relieve themselves by smoking, drinking, or taking to drugs. Just think about it. Are these the right solutions to our problems? While tranquilizers temporarily reduce stress, their long-term effects can be devastating. Ulcers, diabetes, hypertension, cancer. Stress can lead you to them all. Most stress disorders go through 4 stages. The first psychic stage, when mental changes occur. The second stage, when bodily changes begin. The third somatic stage, when disorder afflicts one or the other of your organs. And the fourth stage, when organic lesions take root. While medical diagnosis and treatment can cure these ailments, their relief is only temporary. Failure to treat the entire psychosomatic condition can and often does lead to recurrence of the ailment. And here's where yoga makes its most significant contribution. As a preventive and curative method that stops all stress disorders effectively. Leading psychologists, neurologists, and doctors studying the physiological and psychological effects of yogic practice have endorsed the effectiveness of yogic therapy, acknowledging that yoga achieves 90% success in the first, second, and third stages within 3 to 6 months. In actual cases where both tranquilizers and yogic therapy were used, tranquilizers were gradually reduced and yogic therapy increased to bring about remarkable progress. To reduce the patient's dependence on drugs and to counteract side effects. By making the body interact harmoniously with the mind and vice versa, yoga makes you feel on top of the world. Today, the yoga of the mind, that is dhyan or meditation, is widely accepted as the foundation of all religions and philosophies. Whether it is Zen in Japan, Chan in China, or Buddhism, Jainism, Islamic Sufism, and Christian meditation elsewhere, yoga is the basis for their meditation techniques, offering individual experiences all unique in character. The beneficial effects of yoga in promoting individual well-being and in improving the quality of life can now be monitored by modern biofeedback systems and related information technology worldwide. For over 5,000 years, yoga has been a constantly evolving system, always adaptable to the needs of the changing times. With its rich heritage and its wealth of manifold benefits, yoga augurs well for your future happiness. Provided you reach out for it now.
Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.